Hello again, Level Up community. Welcome to Wrap Up with Rhea. So today we'll be discussing about our third session where our strike price is less than our FMV. So navigating through ISOs can be very overwhelming, right? But with the right guidance, of course, it becomes manageable. Let's take a closer look at the scenario where our client exercises ISOs with a strike price lower than the FMV. So when the client decides to exercise their ISO, the strike price in this instance is $2 per share, while the FMV had risen to $5 per share. The client proceeded to exercise 50,000 shares at this price point. So the difference that you can see, there's the $3, which is considered as the alternative minimum tax income. So before making any purchase, the client must need to ensure that they have sufficient cash to cover the cost because the FMV exceeded the strike price. The $3 difference was reported as AMT income. And then to manage this, we need to suggest a partial exercise, just enough to avoid triggering AMT, which saved our client from having to track AMT basis or AMT credit. So there's going to be 4 points that we need to consider. One, to have cash ready. Second, to understand AMT treatment. Third, to consider partial exercise to manage AMT. And fourth, to estimate tax payments ahead. Moving forward, after the exercise, our client must need to report the AMT income in their tax return and pay any applicable AMT. The FMV at the time of exercise was already established at the client's AMT basis, which is higher than the ordinary tax basis. So this adjustment could be beneficial when our client eventually sells the share. So what needs to be filed? So we need to report AMT income, pay AMT tax if applicable, and then we need to track also the regular basis, AMT basis, and also the AMT credit. So by the time we sell the shares, or our client sells the share, years later, if he or she sells the 50,000 shares at $25 per share, at this point, calculating the total taxable gain became crucial, taking into account both the regular basis and the AMT basis. So we have the sale price of $25 per share, regular basis of $2 per share, AMT basis of $5 per share. With a gain, the client had to report this as short-term or long-term depending on the holding period. So upon selling, the client needs to report the gain on the regular tax return. So for those subject to AMT, it's important to adjust the AMT basis and apply for any AMT credits using Form 8801. We can also explore potential tax strategies, including whether the stock qualified as qualified small business stock, or if if there are opportunities for exclusion. There are 4 important reminders that we need to consider. First, if we report a gain or loss. Second, adjust AMT basis. Third, apply AMT credits. And fourth, consider tax strategies. With careful planning and the right guidance, our client will be able to maximize the benefits of their stock options while minimizing the tax liability. So we are here to assist them for their future decisions. I think that's it for our third session. See you.